Last time on the Ezio Trilogy.
Curse these misers! None of them are carrying any akshay today.
Well, my take was quite good. Are you having an off day?
Do not patronize me. I am a skilled thief. You saw it yourself.
I did. And I would be grateful if you joined the assassins to put those talents to better use.
I suppose I should, have I cannot live off the fruits of others forever.
The den is ours. Once more. Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our Let's Play of the Ezio Trilogy. After learning the location of Niccolò Polo's old trading post, Ezio decided to help the Turkish Brotherhood expand its influence over the city by aiding thieves allied to the assassins, liberating 2 dens from the Templars, recruiting several people to the Brotherhood, and sending said recruits to other cities to aid in the war against the Templars. Now that the Brotherhood is in a stronger position in the city, Ezio now heads to Niccolò Polo's old trading post in search of clues to the locations of the Masyaf Keys. Let's do this! Before we head to the old trading post, let's send our assassins on missions. But first, let us upgrade one of our boys. As you can see, all the missions that we had sent them on in the previous chapter were successful. And now we can send them on more. And we can see Bursa is only about 55% controlled by the Templars. We're one step closer to liberating Bursa from the Templars' influence. Let us see if we can do this mission. Bursa, the best laws money can buy. Corrupt janissaries stationed in Bursa are selling access to viziers visiting from the Sultan's sublime porte. We would rather these messieurs beg for their influence. Take out the corrupt soldiers. Will do. We'll send this man, and we will send this one. Bam. Defend a spy. Let me see if I'm able to... No. Alright, then let's go to Athens. See if this one... Oh yeah, we can do this one. Athens. First civilization problems. Remnants of first civilization technology have been found in a tomb deep beneath the Acropolis. Guard the location until our scholars are able to make a full survey of the area. And bam. There we go. They'll be on mission, and we will be able to do the next main missions while they do all that. But also, real quick, while we were waiting for the missions to complete off screen, I crafted a new type of bomb. The smoke bomb. Or in this case, smokescreen bomb. The smokescreen blinds its victims and breaks their line of sight. Use eagle sense or eagle vision to see your enemies through the smoke. So basically, more of our newest type of smoke bomb. In previous games, we just bought them. In this game, you craft them, and I created ones that are pretty decent. Oh no, I can't. Basically, I have the normal type of shell. I forgot what the gunpowder is called, but it basically creates like a medium radius explosion. And then the last thing is the powder you need to actually create the smoke effect. So, yeah. Alrighty then. Let's get on to the main mission.
Buongiorno, Merhaba. Please come in. Oh, excuse the clutter. I have not had time to tidy up since my trip.
You sailed from Rhodes, no?
See, how did you know?
We were on the same ship. I am Ezio Auditore.
Sofia Sartor. Have we met?
We have now. May I have a look around?
Prego. Most of my best tomes are in the back.
A familiar face. The Polo's former trading post may contain hints as to the location of the Masyaf Keys. Investigate the area to reveal any secrets.
It is nice to meet another Italian in this district. Most keep to the Venetian Quarter and Galata.
Altrettanto. I assume the Ottoman war with Venezia would have driven most of you away.
I lived here with my parents when I was a girl. The war pushed us out, but I always knew I would return. Have you found anything interesting? Mio Dio! Who put that there? Incredibile. Where does it lead?
Why don't we find out?
Who are you, Messere?
Only the most interesting man in your life.
Ah, che presuntuoso.
A presto, Sofia. I will return in a moment.
Here. Do you know how long we've been searching this filthy cistern?
I've been here a few weeks.
13 months! Ever since the Grand Master found that damn key. But he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. All he knows is that somewhere in the city...
This is a big city.
Toxero. That's what I said. Back to your post, Ayrtes.
The Yerebatan Cistern. The secret door in Sofia's shop has brought Ezio to an underground cistern filled with Templars. Investigate the cistern. Be careful. Full synchronization. Do not be detected. Will do.
We'll find the key soon. Look alive, huh? We pay you to watch the doors, not your feet.
Now we wait for him to come over here.
This man...
I'm sick of this place. I really am. 8 hours of this filth. It's definitely. Grand Master has his reason. I wish I knew what they were.
Petros, make sure we have enough torches for the excavation. I'm tired of stumbling around in the dark.
Touch every shadow! There is someone down here with us. Keep your eyes open and your hands steady. corner! I saw something!
Get reinforcements! This is an attack!
Okay, what's wrong? Are you choking? Hello?
Third chest over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Okay, oh yeah, last section. Oof. Yeah. Definitely had to use up all my throwables on that, other than my bombs.
Salve, Ezio. That took some time. What did you find?
Something that may interest you.
Mio Dio, che meraviglia! And here is my shop.
Look at the margins.
Strange symbols, and these are titles of books. Rare books. A few of these have not been seen for more than a millennium.
Niccolò Polo hid these books around the city. This map should tell us where.
You're beginning to interest me. Vaguely.
From what I can tell, I need to find these 3 books first. They may contain clues to locate the rest of these.
Molto curioso.
Another was found beneath Topkapi Palace, but there is still time to reach the others.
Found by whom?
Men who do not read. Sofia, can you decipher this map? Help me find these books.
Can I borrow them when you are finished?
We will work something out. Yusuf, salute.
Piri told me I might see you here. Did you find what you were looking for?
I believe so. This is one of Altair's 5 keys. A strange artifact.
Ah, it is like nothing I have ever seen. You should keep it somewhere safe.
At our headquarters, see. I will. What brings you this way?
I am coordinating with our allies today. The thieves in the bazaar, the mercenaries near the arsenal, and the Romanis in the Constantine district.
You are spread a bit thin, Yusuf. Let me speak with the Romanis myself. I have had so little contact with them in the past.
That would ease my mind. If you are in a hurry, you may travel by our network of tunnels. The air down there is a little foul, but the rats are no bigger than dogs. Have fun.
Grazie.
Yep, the fast travel system, which they brought over from Brotherhood, pretty decent system. I think there's like 11 to 15 fast travel. 15. I think there's 15 or 16 of these around the map. Actually, let me take a look. Let me interact real quick. Let's see. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there's 13. I was somewhere in the middle, yeah. And they are spread out pretty decently, and it also shows the full map without even though we haven't fully uncovered all the maps, so we can see how big the map is from here. But yeah. We have one of the 5 keys. We've done excellent work so far. Now that we have one of the Masyaf Keys, we can either pursue one of the 2 story missions, one over here, or one all the way over here, or we can do some other activities that will help us in the long run. Specifically, buying shops and upgrades. And best way to do that, first, is, well, the Galata District's ones, as they are the cheapest, if I remember correctly. So, let's go buy some shops, shall we? Let's become rich. Once again. In another one of these games. Bookshop. Renovate this bookstore for $800. Treasure maps and rare books for the assassin hideout can be bought from bookstores. Renovating bookstores leads to more items to be purchased. Alrighty then. And of course, buying the building increases our income. Damn.
I know you will want to see for yourselves the illuminations in the holy...
Ah yes, the books. It's an interesting, what's it called? You know, in AC2 and Brotherhood there was the paintings. Well, the books this time around replace the paintings thing. Some of them are quite expensive, while others are very, very cheap. For instance, this one is only $171. the Odyssey. I wonder if that's talking about the Greek Odyssey. I forgot what it's actually about. And of course, there's also the treasure maps that allow us to find all of the treasure, which they're quite useful. Some of them are more expensive than others, while some are not so expensive. I am definitely going to buy the ones for the Galata District, since we are up here. We might as well get them now, so that once we're done buying all the shops, we can have that opportunity to potentially get all of those. There we go. And we take a look, we can see all the all the treasure chests. But we'll deal with those in a moment. Let's head to the tailor shop. And on our way, we're gonna collect this Animus glitch thing. I always forget their names whenever I'm thinking of them. Animus data fragment, that's what they're actually called. I always forget. Because they're basically the same thing as later AC games, calling them like Helix glitches, Animus glitches. But these ones actually serve a purpose. Well, granted, I think the other ones in other AC games do as well, but they're not as unique as these ones, I would say. Anyway, we buy the tailor shop for 900. Dye your clothing, and buy larger supply pouches can be bought from tailors. Renovating tailor shops leads to discounts and more items to purchase. Yep. Bam. And also, one other thing, you notice the notoriety meter. The more you buy shops, the more that raises. So you actually have to watch out. You can't just rapid buy a bunch of them without paying attention to the notoriety meter, which is a nice touch. And of course, you can buy a medium medicine pouch, knife belt upgrade, or heavy sheath. We can also dye our clothes to a lot of different things. Some of which are much more different compared to others. I like that one. There's a couple that I very much like of the different colors. Like that one's pretty nice. Masyaf white is very cool. And then also we could buy parachutes, which we don't have any more of. Forgot, we wasted. I wouldn't say waste, but we used them all already. Alright, next up is to buy a bank. And on our way, we'll pay a visit to that herald that I saw on the map. I think if I go here. Yep.
These assassins out.
Hey, yo, shut the hell up. We ain't doing nothing. Give me my money back, you don't deserve it. Where is this treasure? There it is. It's on the floor. Of course it is. Bam. Now let's take a look. Bank. Renovate this bank for 900. Of course, banks do income generated by renovated buildings is deposited in these banks. You can visit each bank to get the money, but the more you have, increases the amount of money the vaults can hold. So, let's buy another bank. There. And let's take a look. I think I've already I already withdrew my money. There. Alright, don't need to highlight the next thing because I can already see it on the mini-map. The doctors. Let me grab this real quick. Pretty sure this one is a doctor that we can buy. Yes, it is. Renovate this medical shop for 600. Medicine and poisons can be bought inside. Doctors with mobile carts will be available in Constantinople around renovated medical shops. Basically, we'll be able to buy supplies from here and also local vendors that will spawn now because of this, which is pretty nice.
If you need aid, you are
Ooh, we're
welcome.
getting very dangerously close to full
Can I
notoriety.
be of assistance at all?
Now, obviously, we can heal now. We can buy more medicine if we needed to. We don't need to. We can buy poison if we needed to, as well as the fast acting poison upgrade. I am definitely going to buy poison because we ran out of it, obviously. But also, if I remember correctly, one of the next main missions will require us to have poison darts and all that. So it's good to have them now. Refilled at the moment. And let's grab this little treasure chest. Man, now let me look at the map, see if there's a herald nearby before I buy this blacksmith. I do not see a herald nearby. Well, I guess we can risk it. If things go wrong, we just have to defend the den. I don't think us buying this will be just enough for the enemy to get mad. Renovating this blacksmith shop will be $936. Armor, weapons, and ammunition can be bought from blacksmiths. Renovating blacksmith shops leads to discounts and more items to purchase. Alrighty then. Now hopefully this does not trigger full notoriety. We will see in a moment.
You cannot
Ooh, very close. Very much close. Alright, let's see. Obviously, I'm gonna repair our armor because we did take some damage in the last few chapters. No new armor to buy. Still a bunch of weapons that we could potentially buy later on. Obviously, smaller weapons. Still not have enough for the crossbow, but granted, we need to make more money before I'm willing to buy it. Of course, we can buy certain ingredients and other things. There we go. Alright. Looks like there's a treasure chest right here. Let's grab it real quick. I'm sure it'll be on the roof or below. It looks like it's below. Or not? Interesting. Oh no, that isn't. That just was a random chest for ingredients. There we go. Even though the map is a little bit cluttered, I believe we have all of the shops that we can buy in the Galata. And we do. The only things we haven't yet bought are this empty faction building and the Galata Tower. Galata Tower is most likely going to be quite expensive, so we'll hold off on that. And with the empty faction building, I have to count how many there are in total because I like to usually have an equal amount of each one for each faction. Plus, it also depends on where main missions will be. Most main missions, if I remember correctly, are located in the main part of Constantinople. There are a few that'll be here sometimes, not as often. So I might give this to a faction that I don't use as often. It just all depends, and I'll wait to do that. Obviously, because we are close to having full notoriety, and I want to clear that out. So, yeah. I'm gonna probably, real quick, off-screen go and clear out my notoriety so that we can continue on without causing any issues. Alrighty then. Alright, I was able to clear up most of my notoriety. A witness showed up, so I was able to kill the witness to lose 50% of it, and then I was able to bribe a herald, so now I have just a very small amount left, so we should be good for now. What we're going to do now is grab the remaining treasure from the Galata District, as well as send my assassins out on some more missions. Mission successful for the Bursa, the best laws money can buy. Mission successful for Athens for SIB problems. One of our main assassin recruits is level 9 now, a veteran. Same for another one. Another one goes to level 8, warrior. Same with another one. Actually, 3 of them now. Holy crap. They're all upgrading pretty fast, and I love it. This one is fully upgraded in armor-wise. Look at him, he look badass. This one's almost fully upgraded. Get you full armor, almost fully upgraded. Look at that. And of course this guy is still out. If I remember correctly, his second part of his main mission occurs at the very end of the sequence, or once we complete the Romani mission. So we'll soon see him again. Regardless, let's head back to Bursa to continue pushing for the getting rid of the Templar influence. Alright, Bursa, Follow the Money, Part 2. Despite our best efforts, the Templars have captured the philanthropist's family and are holding them ransom. Organize a rescue party, use lethal force whenever necessary. And it is a tougher mission, so we'll send our strongest assassins. So 4 of them will have to do this, which makes sense since they're holding a family ransom. It makes sense to have a good group of them. So we'll make sure that the odds of success are 100% by sending 4 assassins. There we go. And also, I don't think this popped up previously, but now we have the mission Reclaim the City, which allows us to take control of the city despite the amount of Templar influence. Now, I'm not sure if I am 100% incorrect when I say this. The more Templar influence that you eliminate from this city makes this specific mission easier to do. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, if my memory is correct or not. We will see in the future, obviously, but for now, let us continue. Let me see, 90%, Let's go to Athens. Yeah, let's do this one. Stop a bonfire. A cadre of Templars posing as zealots have organized a book burning. Liberate as many books as you can. I think we've done this mission before for Bursa, but it doesn't matter. Start the mission. Bam. Alrighty then. And let's look for the first treasure. The first one that's closest by is that one. Let's go. Oh, there's an animus fragment. Or data fragment, I mean. Let's collect it while heading to the treasure. Bam. On to the next. Oh, it's behind these boys. Please, leave me alone. I don't have extra money that I want to give. Anyway. I don't have to waste 2 of these. Lady, I will shank you if I need to. I'm kidding. It would be quite rude to do so. Sorry, Janissaries. At this point, you guys are basically corrupt assholes. Well, not 100% corrupt assholes, but you become that. And that is not harsh to say because the Janissaries basically slowly became the Praetorian Guards. At first, they were very loyal, very courageous group that followed the Sultan, just like the Praetorians guarded the Emperor. But over time, they became probably one of the most corrupt military groups on the planet in their eras. At this point, I wouldn't say they're 100% corrupt. There's definitely some corruption already occurring because this is like at the golden age of the empire of the Ottomans. But very much soon, they start becoming very corrupt, like rebelling against sultans.
Right now, you're on my bed.
I think they start doing that after Suleiman the Magnificent. I'm trying to remember because I had a whole class talking about basically the Ottoman Empire after they conquered Constantinople. And a lot of it has a lot to do with corruption through the Janissaries, and also the sultans or viziers trying their best to like keep the empire from falling apart. You gotta love. You try to become the next Rome, and you inherit the eventual corruption problems. Granted, that's what most empires end up falling into, corruption.
Find it in your heart to
Even countries that aren't technically called empires also face heavy corruption and other things as they expand their influence and as they live longer and longer. Like the British Empire, for instance. I wouldn't call it 100% corrupt at any point in time in history, but they definitely had some corrupt officials and messed up people who served the crown at different points in their history. Same with the U.S. The same with the U.S. and Mexico. There will always be corruption. Does that sound very... I don't know why I'm going into the tangent. It sounds messed up, but I mean, it is true. It is history. There will be those that will be corrupt. And I would say it's up to us, common folk, and those that aren't corrupt in power to keep those who are corrupt in check, I guess. But yeah, let's not keep going. This is a weird conversation. I don't know. I'm going insane, people. It's okay. Anyway, let's get some more smoke bombs. We kind of almost used up every single one today, so. Alright. So, other than corruption, let's talk about other things about the Ottoman Empire. It's a very fascinating empire because it, in some ways, tries to inherit the legacy of the Roman Empire, the Eastern Roman Empire, the Byzantines, as some people call them. While also trying to do their own thing with the cultures that surround them and what they had to adopt. The Turks had to adopt Islam. They adopted cultural patterns of other countries around them and other empires. The Seljuks, the Rum Sultanate. And when I say rum, it's not like the alcoholic thing. Like there was a kingdom at one point called that. I'm pretty sure that's the predecessor to the Ottomans. Because at first, if I remember correctly, the Ottomans originated as a nomadic group, and they got hired by the Byzantines, by the Seljuks, by basically anybody who had money. I wouldn't say they were mercenaries per se, but they definitely did mercenary type work, being paid as soldiers, and they were pretty good soldiers. And eventually, they started becoming powerful themselves, and eventually claimed their own territory and such within Anatolia, which is mainland Turkey, for those who may not know what Anatolia is. And over time, I'm going very small in depth because I cannot remember everything. I'll probably read up more on it. But basically, over time, they got more powerful, and they slowly started beating back everyone around them to start claiming their territory. And at this point, the Eastern Roman Empire / the Byzantines was in very much decline, as they can't really hold much together anymore. And I mean, yeah, it happens to the empire. I mean, the Roman Empire has lived since 35 BC, or 31 BC, basically almost 30 plus years before Jesus Christ, for Christians, for my fellow Christians and Muslims and everyone else who believe in those faiths. That's when Christ was born, and when they're called Abrahamic faiths. I forgot what the other word is, where they we worship a single God and we have follow a book of teachings and such. I don't know where I'm going with that, but basically, yeah. We got Let me just end my rant. Basically, over time, they got very powerful, and eventually they became the Ottoman Empire, and eventually took over Constantinople, which was in 1453. I think 6 or so years before Ezio was born in this universe, this video game universe. And yeah, and they've had Constantinople for, at this point, only 60 years. I think Yusuf mentioned it earlier on in one of the chapters. But yeah, anyway, enough of rambling about different things. We have collected every treasure of the Galata District. And now I'm pretty sure there's animus fragments and other things we could probably find from the Galata District, but we'll leave that for another time. And with that, we conclude today's chapter of the Ezio Trilogy. I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did. Until next time, this is Ghost, signing out.